Warning, ads inbound. Warning, ads inbound.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, kids of all ages, welcome to our Saturday stream. How y'all doing? My name is rbPlays. I am your humble host on this side of the screen. Thank you so much for stopping by. Couple of things to get out of the way. First and foremost, Istrissy resubscribed. 85 months, Istrissy. Cheers and thank you. Darth Curb also resubscribed, it says. 76 months. Cheers. Mogi's Twitch has been broken for the last 5 minutes. Slap me for that derp. Slap you for what derp? There's no derps. There are no derps. Although, in order to have the derps, one must first have the RB. How's everybody doing this week? I have been having both you and Darth Curb hanging around for that long. That's the derp. I'll take it. I would take it. Yeah, that's not really a derp though. Like I can't control whether you guys show up or not. The only way I can control it is to just not be live. If I don't go live, then there's no reason for you to be here. Essentially, yeah, Moog. Istrissy sub pays for the electricity for the 2 hours that I play. Yeah. Yeah. You know, if I'm live, I'm going to derp. Well, yes. I mean, that's a given. That's a given. Let's see here. What do we need to get into before we get into game? So I went back to work this past week. Monday morning, not so bad. Monday morning, not so hard to get up and go to work. Tuesday morning, not so bad. Did okay. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, longest days of my life. I don't understand. Is the lag between chat and screen over a minute? No. It is not. I don't think. Nuggets says definitely not. Good morning, Nuggets. We haven't said good morning to everybody. So we've got Darth Curb and Istrissy. Both of them renewed their subscriptions. So thank you for that. We got Mogi. We got Nuggets. Deether's in the house as well. I don't see anybody chatting over on YouTube. I don't know if anybody's over there or not. Diamond Anvil usually hangs out over there, and I'm pretty sure Diamond's here this morning. He might just be lurking because he lurks a lot. Sir lurks a lot. Maybe not. But yeah, this week went back to work after 5-ish weeks off. Wasn't terrible. Wasn't great either. A lot of catch up. Yes, I had 5-ish weeks off. I was off. I started my vacation the Friday before Thanksgiving and did not have to go back until this past Monday. That's what happens when you put 20 years in at the same place. You get lots of vacation. Unless you're in Denmark, and then you just get vacation for being born. I kid. You have to be at least working age. You don't think they'd let you do that? So, fun fact about, okay. Elephant in the room, the whole Union Pacific, Norfolk Southern merger thing, which it is not a merger. It is an acquisition. It's not a merger. It is an acquisition. Union Pacific is buying Norfolk Southern. Norfolk Southern will cease to exist. Right now, the way that our schedule works, is we run training classes essentially nonstop from January up until Thanksgiving. We run onesie twosie little classes between Thanksgiving and Christmas, but we don't run any of our long-term classes over the holidays, because it's not right to keep people away from their families during the holidays for those that celebrate, and B, the holidays. So the people that we train are craft employees, and so they have a union contract. And if they're working on the holiday, then they get 8 hours of holiday pay for the holiday pay, plus they get 8 hours of working time for the holiday, paid at time and a half. So for us to have a mechanical craft employee in the seat learning on a holiday, it costs us double time and a half. So we don't run classes on holidays because that's expensive. We have to do that. We have to have classes sometimes over like the single holidays, like a Memorial Day or a 4th of July. But we usually will end up with, we try to not have them at all, but at worst, we end up with one holiday during the course of the class. And we just tell the students, you're off that day. We're not going to run class that day. You're off that day. If it's a weekend, you can go home and you can go home and you can spend that holiday with your family, or you can find stuff to do down here if you don't have any reason to go home, if you don't want to make the trip, whatever. But you're going to get compensated your 8 hours of holiday pay, and you don't have to be here. In Denmark, 5 weeks by law if you work, and you can start working at 13. School kids do not have more than 200 days in school on a school year. Yeah, ours are. I want to say ours are 185. I think there's 185. I don't have any kids in school anymore, so I think it's 185 days in school here in the U.S. I'm pretty sure that's roughly 185 days. It could be slightly more, it could be slightly less, depending on which state you live in. But so yeah, so since since our classes are 6 weeks long, we don't start any at Thanksgiving, because then you're going to have 2 days for the Thanksgiving holiday, 2 days for the Christmas holiday, and 2 days for the New Year holiday. So the Thanksgiving and the day after are both paid holidays under our contract. Christmas Eve, Christmas Day are both paid holidays under our contract. And New Year's Eve, New Year's Day are both paid holidays on our contract. So that's 6 days. By the time you get done with that, you've lost over a week of class time if you just don't have people show up for class. So what we do is we We just don't run those classes over those weeks. School can't be more than 32 hours in a week. That's probably about how long our kids are in school in a week. I don't, again, we homeschooled our kids, and so we were just in school whenever we needed to be. I feel like if I remember the regulations, because again, it's been a few years now. I think we had to show credit for a minimum of 6 hours a day that we were in class. If a regulator, if a school board person showed up at the front door and said, "Let me see your records for how long you've been educating your kids each day," I would have to be able to verify that they had at least 6 hours. It may have only been 5, but at least 6 hours each day to show that they got, to show that they were getting an education. And then 180-ish, 185, minimum 165, maximum 185. Okay, so I was in the ballpark. I think down here, so when we started homeschooling, we still lived in Indiana, it was 182. I remember that for sure. 45 minutes. Yeah. So each class period, each subject, essentially they were saying that they wanted you to have 45 minutes of each period. Yeah. And I remember that from being in school myself. Each class was 45 minutes. Locked the kids in the closet and they'd been smart. So I mean, we might as well talk about this. Indiana's 180. Okay. Cool. We subscribed philosophically, we subscribed to a homeschooling technique called unschooling. You have to teach the core subjects. You have to teach reading, writing, math, science, and history. You have to teach that stuff, right? Those are the required core subjects for anyone who is getting an education in the United States. There are also electives. So as you get older, you can take, like wood shop, or you can take, like an advanced chemistry class or whatever, but some kind of advanced math class or whatever, but you have to have the core subjects of reading, writing, math, history, and science. We subscribed to unschooling, where you still teach those core subjects, but you do it in a way that's interesting to the kid, to the student, to the learner. In unschooling, you find out what the flavor of the week is for your kid and what they're into, and then you find a way to tie in those core subjects into that. Oh, you're into model cars this week. Okay, let's talk about model cars. And there's a lot of things that you can talk about in model cars that will cover the requirements for an education. You want to build a model. Okay, let's talk about the finances of buying that model. Hello, math. Basically what real schooling should be. Yes. So let's talk about buying the model. You need money. You have $20. That model costs $14.99. Do you have enough money? 20 minus $14.99 is $501. Oh, you forgot about tax. You got to take that $14.99 and multiply that by 6% or 8%. Oh, okay, so $14.99 times 8%, blah, blah, blah. Now do you have enough? For wherever $14.99 times 8% is, it's 16 something. Yes, I have enough money. How much will you have left over? Okay, we've covered math, right? You get the model. You take it home. You take it out of the kit. Tax just needs to be, I know, we've got sales tax here. You guys got, what is it, ad valorem tax or whatever. It's already built into the price. I'm torn on that. Like, It's always been that sales tax is extra. I can take it or leave it. I would love to be able to just walk in the store and say, oh, that is $5. I will spend $5 on it now. Oh, that's $5. I need to add 8% to that. Whatever. I don't know. It's always been that way for me. So would it be nice to just have the price built in? Yes. Would it be not? Do I care? Not enough to make a big deal out of it. You get the model back to your house. Now it's time to put it together. So you open up the box, you take all the pieces out, and you read the instructions. Hello, reading and writing. Science. Glue. How does glue work? How does super glue work? You talk about chemical compounds. You talk about chemical bonds. You can talk about paints and how paints work, how you get pigmented paints, etc. We built a model of a German Panzer tank. What's the historical significance of a German Panzer tank? See, you can, like, if you find out what your kids love and what they want to do, super glue is magic, not chemistry. Okay, well, that may be fair. If you find out what your kids love, you can turn anything into an education, and they don't even know you're doing it. They don't even know you're doing it. Like buying something in New York and it's cheaper somewhere else, people are complaining, but it's only less because taxes are... Yeah, exactly, right? You go to places like New York, like Chicago, where you've got these exorbitant local taxes stacked on top of things. And you can say, well, I can go and buy this in Pennsylvania for 20% less than what I'm buying it here in New York, right? That's a big deal. So now, I'm in favor of, well, we're not going to get into taxes. By not having the price with tax, it can hit people with a disability. Oh yeah, I know. I'm absolutely. I agree. Our tax system here in the United States, our tax system here in the United States is all kinds of screwed up. Like it's a mess. It's 100% a mess. And nobody's invested in fixing it. There's 1,000 different ideas on how to fix it. Some of them have... Canadians are masters of tax calculation. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. If someone has a disability, they shouldn't pay taxes. I don't know that that's what he's saying. I don't know what basically, I remember correct. The prices, I get what Istrissy's saying. I think the price that's on the sticker, the price that's on the shelf, the price that's on the sticker on the component, the price that's on the tag, that should be the price that you pay. That should be the price that you pay. The business should be putting the tax, should be making the tax visible for everyone. I agree with that. I kind of agree with that, because there are some people that they see a price, and maybe it's a disability thing. I don't know. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm going here, Strissy, is there are some people who, because of a disability, because of something, math doesn't come easily to them. Math doesn't come easily to them, and so it's difficult for them to make that connection that the price says $14.99. I'm going to pay $14.99 for it, and then they get it up to the register, and it's not $14.99. It's 16 something, right? So I get that. I 100% get that. When I was younger, I didn't get that. When I was more hard-headed than I am now, I didn't get that. I get that now. I understand that. And I'm not saying that anybody out there is hard-headed. It's something that people don't necessarily think about. And so here's something that I absolutely here's something that I absolutely believe 100% with all of my heart, soul, and being. Water should always be free. Water should always be free. To a residential home, there should be no cost for water to be delivered to your house. I don't care if you're a millionaire. I don't care if you don't have 2 nickels to rub together. Water should always be free because water is life. Food should not be taxed. I used to live in Indiana, and before I moved, I don't think it's that way anymore, but before I moved, non-prepared food, so fruits, vegetables, raw meats, were not taxed. You could go to the grocery store, and if your hamburger was $1.99 a pound and you bought 2 pounds, you could take a $5 bill with you, and you could buy your 2 pounds of hamburger meat with no tax. Now, boxed stuff like macaroni and cheese, roll that back a little bit. Macaroni and cheese, Kraft mac and cheese, taxable. Raw spaghetti noodles, not taxable. Right? If it was a kit to put together to make a meal out of, then it was taxable. If it was a raw ingredient, then it was untaxable. You also paid taxes on spices and salts and peppers and stuff like that. But the raw materials to cook your own meals back in Indiana were non-taxed. Down here in Georgia, they're taxed. They're taxed at a lower rate. SNAP program. I didn't know that. Is that true? You don't pay sales tax on SNAP items? I didn't know that. Huh. Interesting. Yes, I am socialized water. I want to see socialized water. I don't know how we're going to do it. At least in Michigan, you don't? Okay. That's interesting. And again, rightfully so. Rightfully so. Those food items that the average ordinary everyday person is buying are being taxed. So if someone is receiving SNAP benefits, food stamps, if somebody's receiving SNAP benefits, then you're paying tax on items that you buy to fund the SNAP program. So when someone else uses the SNAP program to buy something to eat, that shouldn't be taxed, right? In this political climate, good luck with passing social programs like free water. I know. Bad food, 25% tax, good food, 7% tax. See, I don't agree with that at all. I don't agree with that at all. I don't think food, raw ingredients to make food, I don't think food should be taxed. Now, if you go to a restaurant and someone is preparing that food for you, if you're going to a grocery store and you buy and you go to the deli counter and they make you a sandwich, then I'm fine with paying tax on that. But for me to go in and buy my groceries, my food should not be taxed. My water should not be taxed. Given the current political environment that we're in, they're probably going to want to find a way to tax the air that I breathe. I'm kind of the same way. Mogi. I would rather pay a little extra in pricing and have a flat tax. The tax that you pay for, so, and that's a whole nother topic that maybe we don't have time to get into, but the places that your tax money goes is absolutely important, right? Like, what should tax that's paid on food go for? And different people are going to have a different opinion on that. Roads, maybe, because you got to use trucks to deliver all the food, so the trucks are doing damage to the road. Sure. And now we know why the tax code is so complicated. The U.S. tax code, the tax money in the United States goes into a black hole. You're not entirely wrong. We have visibility on the federal budget. A, hardly anybody ever looks at it. B, it's easy to spend money on something, but say you spent it on something else. Yes, you're supposed to have receipts for all the things, but we can follow the money here to a certain extent as well. Like, it's all a matter of public record, except for like military spending. They'll tell us, hey, we spent $45 billion on a couple of new jets, but they won't tell us like line item by line item what those, what the little expenses were in the military budget. But, when it comes to the other stuff, the social programs, the infrastructure programs, stuff like that, we get a pretty good idea of where our money goes. And we do have decent, depending on where you are, we have pretty decent taxpayer supported schools. I won't disagree with that. I disagree with some of the methodology that some of our schools use. That's why we homeschooled. But there are some places out there where you can find absolutely phenomenal public school systems. Diether said that Diether made a comment here a minute ago, and I wanted to touch on that for just a second. So in Mississippi, he said where he lives. So I'll in Mississippi, he says that their sales tax was decreased, but your property tax went up $400. Same here in Georgia. Similar here in Georgia. Our our sales tax went down to 5.7% from 5.9. I think that's what it is. The state sales tax. And I said I pay 8%. There's a there's a county tax on top of that. So that's what gets us to the 8%. But the overall state rate has been dropped to 5.7%. But our property taxes went up this year. And my property taxes, they didn't go up $400, but they went up like $350. I know, right? He said something nice about the United States. He never does that. He must not be feeling well today. Taxes stayed the same, property taxes went up. Well, I know a little bit about the state that you live in too. And that doesn't surprise me. When we lived up north, before we moved here to Georgia, we lived very close to Michigan. And we spent a lot of time in Michigan. We had friends that lived in Michigan. I had coworkers that lived in Michigan. And we would always talk about pros, cons, differences between Indiana's tax system and Michigan's tax system. And Michigan likes to take your money and not do anything good with it. But really, that's the state of every state. They like to take your money, but then they don't really do what they should do with it. By the way, did you see my new shirt? Check this shirt out. Let's go to this one. Check this shirt out. Check this out. Kids got this for me as a Christmas present. It's the periodic table of Minecraft. So you got gold. You got all the ores over here. You got your natural stuff here. The only thing that's not on here that I wish was on here is endstone. Endstone is not on here. So you got netherrack and glowstone and all that. Air and lava and water and... but no endstone. I thought that was endstone there for a minute, but it's sandstone. So we got sand and sandstone. I don't know that I would have made a separate entry for sandstone. I think I would have put endstone there instead. But yeah, they got me another one, and I think I wore it the Saturday after Christmas. It's the Can I Lick It periodic table. So it's an actual periodic table with all of the elements, but can you lick it? The endstone is the black hole around it. Yeah, that's probably true. All right. I think we need to get into game. We've been rambling on for 30 freaking minutes here. The VOD on this on YouTube is going to do absolutely horribly. Well, so yeah, that's kind of the first one. All of the ones that you can lick, they're all green, and the key says, yeah, it's probably fine, go for it. But my favorite is the second from the last. The last one is see you on the other side, meaning you're going to die. But need an OnlyFans for that licking. Oh my gosh. Can you lick it? 100%. Can you survive it? 5%. Yes. You can, just not on stream. Yep. But my favorite is I really don't think you should. like I can't remember which ones they were, but there was only a couple that were like, you probably can, but you really shouldn't. And then there were several that were like, no, you'll just die. If you lick this, you will die. If you lick this, you will die. Anyway, let's get into game. We got stuff to do. Stuff and things. So last time we were together, we put all this together. So we have a cobblestone generator. We have lots of cobblestone. We put an obsidian generator together. We have a little bit of obsidian, but we are also, making cobblestone, right? So we're good there. What I'd like to do today is a couple of things. I would like to automate getting cobblestone to the lava source, to the crucible, to make lava. That way this kind of stays going. Maybe we get something better for our heat source. Although, how much obsidian do I need right now? Probably not. Licking gases is harder than you think. No, it's not. You just see, I just lick the gas. However many, whatever, there's some, there's oxygen, there's nitrogen. I just licked them all. That's easy. Anyway, I would like to see about getting a way to automate getting cobblestone into the crucible so that we can continue to make lava. Continue to make lava so that we can make obsidian. And then also I want to be able to make lava just for lava, right? Now, one of the ways that we could do that... Hello? Where? What? Well, I don't know what that was all about. Xboxes. I don't even have Xbox stuff turned on here. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Anyway. I've lost my train of thought. That Xbox thing just absolutely threw me off. Anyway, we need to get into the quest book. We have an Xbox upstairs. It's turned off. Yeah, we were talking about making pipes. So one of the things we got to do is we got to finish up here. We've got to finish. We got to finish so we can unlock the next chapter. To unlock the next chapter, the only thing that we have to do is smelt with iron. So we're going to make a iron furnace. So that's just a regular furnace surrounded by iron ingots. That's easy enough because I've got a furnace right here. Got a furnace right here, and it's full of iron, so yay. And we'll craft that up. We'll do this, and we'll do this. And we'll put it back. Hooray. Smelting with iron. Quest complete. Hooray. Yay. So that's going to give us a stone to iron furnace upgrade. Nice. What does that do? Stone to iron furnace upgrade. Iron furnaces. Oh, wow. Sneak right click to upgrade. Okay. So just... Oh, so you can make another cobblestone furnace. All right. Might as well. Might as well. Yeah, sure. Yeah, look at that. That's fantastic. You've almost got your bingo card filled in? What are we bingo carding? All right, so now we got that. We can take this and we can put all of this over here like so and get all that copper going. We got some iron dust right here, so we'll put that over here and get that going. And then we've got some iron there. Cool. All right, so that takes care of that. Let's go right here. What are we missing down here? Iron furnaces. Sweet. Another upgrade. Nice. And a block of coal. That's also nice. Fantastic. All right. There's a couple of things here that I want to finish up. We need to do hostile mobs. So we need to kill a mob. We've got the sword. We just need to kill a mob. And that'll give us some stuff. And we also need to make some moss. Whoops. We also need to make some moss. Moss is easy. And then we also need to make some witch water. So witch water, place a barrel above a mycelium block. And the water will turn into witch water. So we'll do that. And I want to get into some pipes and I want to get into some power. I don't know if we're going to have time to do all that, but yes, I want to do all that. We might as well make another furnace since we have another furnace upgrade. We're going to need a bunch of furnaces anyway. Done. Okay. Okay, next up on the agenda, we were going to do something with witch water. So witch water, we need a mycelium block, and I've got some mycelium seeds here someplace, I think. I think they're over here. I moved some stuff into some different chests. I just got to find out where I put this stuff. There we go. Mycelium spores. Hooray. Now, does that have to be a grass block? So you're missing the one that where you become a millionaire on a bank account? I mean, wouldn't it be nice to be a millionaire? Sure. Did you miss the no longer... Wait, am I not streaming on YouTube? No, I'm streaming over there. Unless it's... Hold on. It's unlisted. God bless America. Dang. Why is it unlisted? Public. Done. Save. Should be live now. Come on. No wonder nobody was watching over there. I hate YouTube sometimes. I've been streaming over there for 40 minutes. I need a grass block. Now, does the mycelium... Does this work? Information. Use on dirt, turn it into mycelium. Use on a cow to turn it into mushroom. Okay, so we can get a piece of dirt. Piece of dirt. So get a piece of dirt. Get a piece of dirt. We're going to put this away from... We're going to put this away from everything. Because I don't want this to spread. How far can... Mycelium has to touch the block to spread to the block, right? Yeah, mycelium has to touch the block to spread to the block. So... You're not telling. Oh, that's because you don't like me. You're not telling because you don't like me. I get it. Yay. Mycelium. Okay, one more piece of cobblestone here. And then we need place a barrel. So one of these. I need another barrel. Yes, this. This one will be fine. Where's my bucket? There it is. Okay, that'll give us the witch water. We also need to get slime. So that'll give us this, and then that'll give us soul sand. Okay, that's cool. Diamond Anvil. Welcome over on YouTube. Yeah, the low latency thing on YouTube is fantastic now. It's perfect. Perfect. Oh, we can do moss real quick. Moss. What was moss? Moss was Combine 4 grass seeds to make 1 moss. And then you can just make more moss. So grass seeds are over here. Wheat seeds, pumpkin seeds, mycelium seeds, melon seeds, beetroot seeds, grass seeds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yay. We have moss. We have moss. We have moss. Cool. All right. So we'll collect our reward for that, which is 5 more moss blocks plus some of that. That's cool. Collect this witch water. Oh, it's a porcelain bucket with witch water. Okay. I need a porcelain bucket. Do I still have a porcelain bucket? Or did I use all those? I think I used all those. Porcelain bucket. So that's clay plus bone meal. I do have some clay, I think. Maybe I don't. Maybe I don't. Do I have clay over here someplace? Yes. 1, 2, 3. I don't understand why it has to be in YouTube is now ahead of Twitch. Yes, YouTube is ahead of Twitch. By like a second, but still. Yay. All right, now we can get this and get this achievement. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Mushrooms, sweet. Now we need to get soul sand. With witch water, you can toss sand, just like you get clay from water. Just now, okay, so we can do. Put that right there. We'll get a piece of sand. Do I have any sand? I do have sand. Yeah, now we got soul sand. Sweet. Love it. I love it. More soul sand, more soul soil, all that good stuff. Great. Slime. We need cows. We need cows. We'll put moss here. We'll put those there. We'll put those there. We've got blocks of coal. We'll put those in here. Soul sand and soul soil. Cool. Bone meal. Yes. Okay. I think these are all the blocks used with the cobble generator. Which blocks? Talking about these? Yeah, I think so too. So yeah, I think soul sand, soul soil. Where's my soul sand at? Right there. Uses. Lava plus soul soil gives us, or soul sand gives us soul soil. Yes. Okay. Yeah, I think you're right. I believe you are correct, sir. All right, what's next? What other stuff do we have? Forbidden Arcanus. Iron Mesh. Plus that gives us more moss. Yay. Okay, that's everything. So we got lots of moss now. Well, not lots, but enough. Next thing we got to complete is we need hostile and we need friendly mobs. That's easy enough. Let's make ourselves some kind of mob farm. Let's make ourselves some kind of mob farm. You know, why not? Where do we want to put the mob farm? I guess we can go out this way. Yeah. We got to go out 25 blocks. So we'll go out 32. This is where we fall out of the world, right? RB, chat's talking to you. Yes. No mob farms are so endgame. I mean, come on. Why you gotta be like that? Why you gotta be like that? You can only hope I'm gonna fall out of the world. Yeah, I know, right? All right, so the remainder of these blocks, let's make those into... I think it's time to make us an actual good pickaxe. What do you think? No, this is too tall. This is too tall. I got to make it so I don't fall off, you know? Like, falling off would be bad for me. Need some food. Mob farm being endgame was the best joke ever. You are not incorrect. That was so good. Like, I couldn't... Like, how does that guy even... Oh, crap. That was not good. Like, how did that guy even think that that was a thing? Like, oh, that's so endgame. You really don't want to do that. Like, how are you supposed to get stuff? I know, right? You guys were like, what is this guy talking about? Endgame? Okay. My palms are sweaty, guys. You know what that means? It means I'm nervous. Means I'm nervous. Oh, God. Bless America. I hate it when that happens. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll go 5 each way. Sure. Yeah, sure. 5 each way. Yep, I'm nervous. Palms are sweaty. My neck is sweaty. Everything's sweaty. Tense and nervous, can't relax. Don't touch him. He's a real live wire. Ooh. No, don't chant fall, fall, fall. I recognize that, Anvil, but I don't remember why. I recognize it, but I don't remember why. I need more stuff. Talking head psycho killer. Yes. Yes. All right, let's see. So if I go here. Yep. I screwed this up. Dang it, I screwed it up. I need it to be 1 wider. Or 2 wider. The spawning platform needs to be there so that I can get around it. I don't want spiders. I don't need spiders. Well, I do kind of need spiders. Dang it. I'm not ready for spiders yet. We'll figure spiders out later. That was kind of my point. But the only thing I do need spiders for would be like for spider eyes or something like that, right? you know. Like I could see that as being a thing that we need. That's true. That's true. Okay. I think I'm gonna need more cobblestone probably. Yes, yes. Just give me a whole stack. That's probably enough. That's probably enough. You need to cook water? Why do you need to cook water? Okay, that is 3 tall. So that'll give us everything including Enderman, right? Half slabs don't let water or don't let light through anymore. So once I get this built, this will be completely dark, yes? Should be. This is probably not going to work, is it? F7? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I need to make this non-spawnable, but I also don't want to make it... Let's do this. Make this all non-spawnable. But it's got to be light level 0 now, which is unfortunate. How can I make this light level 0? There's really no way to make it light level 0 the way that this is, you know? I mean, honestly, I really just need to do something like this. don't need access to the whole thing. If I had access to these, yeah, that might work. What can I do to make this better? What can I do to make this better, guys? This isn't gonna work unless it's dark. Well, I mean, always. Do I want some help? Yes, always. Light moves over 7. All right, so if I get rid of that. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, a tunnel would help. Yes. Okay, perfect. I like it. I like it. Let's go ahead and open this up a little bit. Yep. Yep. I like it. I don't need to be able to get all the way around this thing. I just need to be able to, yeah. Yeah. Yes. You guys are smarter than me. I tell you. You guys are absolutely smarter than me. I need more. I need more. I need more. That's not what I wanted. Honestly, if I just do this, this is way more than what I need, but if I put a torch there and a torch there, nothing can spawn on the outside of this thing. If I do this, there's one spawning space now. Great. What can I do to keep... What can I do to keep things from spawning there and not affect the spawning rates? I got an idea. Carpets. Carpets should work, yeah? You can't spawn on carpets, right? Ooh, hello. Ooh, hello. Yeah, I don't want to put a... Well, I guess I could put a slab down. Buttons. Buttons would work. Buttons are cheap. And buttons don't affect the... buttons won't affect the player. Can't make cobblestone buttons? It's got to be stone buttons, doesn't it? It's got to be stone buttons, doesn't it? That's fine. We can make that happen. I mean, yeah, I could use half slabs, but I don't really want to use half. Oh, pressure plates. Pressure plates could work too, sure. I'll use buttons. Well, I don't want to use a block that's going to keep me from getting into that space. So pressure plates would work. Buttons will work. Levers. All that stuff. Stone buttons. Stone buttons. Sign on a wall. You can put a sign on a wall and that'll keep a mob from spawning in that space. I didn't know that. Just have good dark glass. Well, yes, there is that also. I know that I said that the name of the stream was We Need Power. We may not get there. We may not get there today. Okay. We need a torch up here. How are we doing back here? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Let's put one there. There. That keeps things from spawning up there. Up yonder. Okay. Actually, I need to put buttons everywhere, don't I? So starting there. How many more buttons do I need? 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I need 10 buttons. 10 buttons. And then that'll be entirely spawn proof outside of the chamber. Okay, so we'll get 10 more buttons. I just don't have any good dark glass. I would love to... do I have... Wait, do I have amethyst? Rails, yes, rails work too. True. Do I have amethyst? I do have amethyst. I could make the... What is it? The dark glass or whatever? Whatever that stuff is. What is that stuff called? Hey, Dylan. Welcome to the stream. Sorry that the first 40 minutes of the stream are missing. Ethereal glass, that's it. There it is right there. Tinted ethereal glass. So that's just... Oh, wait, no. No, it's not ethereal. It's a vanilla mechanic. It's a vanilla thing. Is it just tinted glass? No, it's not tinted glass. I don't... Dark tinted glass? Maybe it's dark tinted glass. No. I don't know. I don't know. All right, let's go see if it'll spawn any mobs. It should. It should. Glass in the middle, 4 amethyst around it.
RB.
I read.
Chat's talking.
I was reading. So I've got some sand. Let's go ahead and make... Well, I've got some glass too. So let's just try that. Let's just try that recipe out, yo. I sounded Canadian there for a minute. Is that it? Tinted glass. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. I almost sounded smart. I know. It's not an almost thing. I just am. I just am smart. All right, so we can do that. Are there any mobs out there yet? No. Why are there no mobs out here yet? Why are there no mobs? 25 blocks away. I don't think we're getting any mobs. Supposed to be 25 blocks. And we are definitely 25 blocks away. All right, well, while we're waiting for that, I don't know if I can even make Cursed Earth yet, can I? While we're waiting on that, let's also make a vanilla, like passive, friendly mob farm, cows and stuff. You know, cows and stuff. Let's go this way. We're going to go right over here. Diamond Anvil wants me to hydrate, and he also wants me to stretch. We'll do that here 1 minute. I can curse at some earth? Yes, I can. You tend to curse at the flat earthers. Same. There are still no mobs in there. And it's dark enough. It is dark enough. All right, we need dirt. We need dirt. This is disappointing to me. This is supposed to make leaves. Bigger space for mobs to spawn? Maybe. But here's the thing. Single block spawns, single block mobs, like skeleton zombies and creepers and endermen, like there's 5 spaces in the entire world where they can spawn. So it should work, he said, questioningly. Anyway, this is supposed to make leaves. Hasn't made any leaves yet. Made 0 leaves. Oh well. Oh well. Anyway, let's grab some doit. Let's grab some doit. There we go. Whoop. Give me that. Give me that dirt. Okay, that's those. Let's grab. Wow, I am okay. Yep, 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 and yep, and yep. Sure, I suppose that's possible. It could definitely take more time. See, 1, 2, 3. That is a possibility. I didn't really want to do it that way, but it is what it is. Two, three, four. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 9. No, no. It basically it says that all you have to do is create a dark space and that mobs will spawn. So mobs should be spawning relatively soon, he said questioningly. I'll pull the quest up here in just a second. I'll show it to you guys. Mm-hmm. Mobs don't spawn before they know it is the end game. Yeah, I suppose that's true. Oh, there's a creeper. We found a creeper. There's a creeper down there. One spawned. Yay. There it is. There it is. We got it. We got a quest. And a bounty board. And some XP. All right, we need a grass seed because I need grass blocks. So give me a grass seed. All right. Hydrate. I brought my water. Brought my water this week. Use gates to spawn in the mobs. Okay. Claim the land to prevent blowups. I don't know if I care enough. I don't know if I care enough. Oh, I got... Oh, wait. What? Oh, I got spawn eggs. I got zombie spawn eggs. Nice. So there's our hydrate. We need to stretch. Let's stretch. Oh. Much better. Cross those off as complete. Mark as complete. Mark as complete. Okay. Yes, please. Yes, please, grass. I'm going to move you to there because we're going to... We're going to put a gate down there so that mobs don't just... Or so that chickens and stuff don't just come wandering over to the base. There's more dirt. Okay. All right. I'm walking the base so that one chicken's there. Yeah. Thanks. Thanks, Sistressy. You really know how to make me feel loved. You know that? Okay, so this should do passive mobs. Hopefully we'll get a cow. Hopefully. We got zombie spawn eggs. What other rewards did we get? So we got bones, we got gunpowder, we got ender pearls. Nice. Now we need to get free mobs. We can do free mobs for gateways. Ugh. You remember the 80s? I remember the 80s. I'm not going to worry about that one just yet. Nether rack. So we get nether rack. Can't go to the nether, kind of empty. Witch water and lava. We can also use the stone generator to make... We can also use the stone generator to make a nether rack, can't we? So we might have to do that. Might have to do that. There's no mobs down here. That's unfortunate. We're going to make some mobs, though. We're going to spawn some in. Boy, this sword sucks. Yeah, this sword really sucks. Hey, we got leather pants. We got leather pants. And Inferium. Let's put those leather pants on. Now we got a little bit of armor. Yay. Can we have a passive mob now? Passive mob would be great. All right, let's see. Where are we at here? Quests, bounty board. Kill a mob. Sure. Bounty board. Cool. And one down here. Mystical agriculture. Sure. Ooh. Sure. All right, what all do I got here now? I got some of that. Cool. I got some wheat seeds. Cool. I got some of this. Cool. No mobs down there. You like the ores in this pack? I kind of like the ores too. All right. We have unlocked the next chapter. So to get to this, the magmatic generator, we need some gold, we need a furnace, a block of redstone. Do I have enough redstone to make a block of redstone? I feel like maybe the answer to that is yes. I feel like maybe the answer to that is yes. I just have enough to make a block of redstone. Okay. All right. So magmatic generator. We're going to make a generator. We're going to get some gold. I think I have gold over here. Yes, I'm sure I do. I have gold. I have gold. How much gold do I need? It's just 4 pieces, wasn't it? 4 pieces, 2 pieces of glass, piece of redstone, and a furnace. I have all of that. Oops. Let's turn this into a block of redstone. We can get more redstone pretty easy. I've got the glass. I've got the cobble to make the furnace. I don't know why I just closed that because I'm an idiot. And we should be able to. I didn't grab the gold. Okay. 5 gold. What are you talking about? 5 gold. 5 gold. Yep, you're right. You are correct. All right. So, furnace. Yes. Glass. Yes. Redstone. Yes. Oh, baby, look at there. Look at there. We got ourselves a magmatic generator, yo. Magmatic generator, yo. All right, so there are plenty of ways to generate your first bits of power. In this pack, generators galore has been given an overhaul with cheaper upgrades to 8 and 64X and increased energy production across the board. Grab yourself some hefty lava gen and then get going. If we want to get started in automation, we'll need to dip our toes in further power. So we need to get more lava gen. I didn't miss math. I didn't miss math. I was actually good at math. All right. So the next thing to do probably is to create some way to generate lava besides that. We have a cobblestone generator, which is awesome. We need to create lava, which is doable. That is fine. That'll turn that into witch water, which we want anyway. The easiest way is a windmill. Windmill. Are you talking about a create windmill? Or are you talking about something else? Immersive engineering? No passive mobs. Okay. Can't think of the name. Wind or a water wheel. Right, that gives us 9. That'll give us one more row of dirt out here. I want to do so. I want to basically make a 9x9 of dirt out here for passive mobs. So this will do that. But I wanted that. Yeah, I did, and we will. Um, so I wanted this. This botany pot here to create leaves, and it doesn't. You guys got a clock on why that wouldn't work? Ooh, that's a good. Well, so here's the thing. It doesn't say that. If I look up, if I look up the uses of a sapling in a botany pot, it doesn't say it. Like it doesn't even give us the space for the tool there. It doesn't even give us the space for the tool there. So I don't know if it's a silk touch thing or if it's like I don't know. Mechanism windmill? Well, that would require getting into mechanism first. Yeah, I do. I mean, I do love these things. They're nice. Hold over the leaves, okay. Hold on. Uses. And then if you do the left control thing, like it says, it doesn't really give you any. It doesn't give you any insight on what it takes to get leaf blocks, right? Do I have a source for all of my siftables? No. I think the next one I probably want to get is probably that's kind of what I was thinking, that it's a random percentage, right? But if you look at what we've gotten, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 5.5 stacks of spruce logs and 3 saplings. That doesn't seem very random to me. Right, that's kind of what I was thinking. Is that Sigwin? Is that if it required a special tool, that it would tell you that, and it doesn't tell you that. the percent can be 0.00. Well, sure, it can be a super low chance, but like that doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. You know. Anyway, yes, we need netherrack. So if we look at this with stone block generator, stone block gen. We look at this stone block generator and get the uses for it. To get netherrack, it has to have a netherrack block under it, and then lava on either side of it. So I could put that here. I could put that here. And then we put a netherrack block there, because I do have netherrack, right? It's not there, it's here. Netherrack, yes. So I do have netherrack here. How did I not get a quest for that already? Because I had it in my inventory. How did that not give me credit for that? Okay, sure. Unless it's just because, I didn't pick it up until after the witch water one. That's what it was. Okay. Endstone. That's glowstone and lava. Okay. Anyway, siftables. So we put this down right here. Put that down right there. And then we can make another one of these lava or stone block generators. So that's water, lava, cobble, and glass. So we need 6 pieces of cobble, which I have. I need 2 buckets. I need a bucket of lava. I need a bucket of water. Ta-da! And then I need this bucket again. We're going to use the porcelain bucket because eventually the porcelain bucket will just go away and it'll be out of my inventory. Okay, give me that. Give me that. Give me that. Now we can put this back. Yay, lava bucket's gone. Hooray. We need cobblestone here. There. There. Okay, now we just need another bucket of lava, which we should have right there. Ta-da. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Booyah. I need another chest. And there we go. Let's grab the rest of our netherrack and put that in there so that it gets freed up. We can free up a space there. So now we got netherrack for a siftable. Let's sift some netherrack, by the way. It'd be nice if I could. Ooh, yeah. Let's get rid of all this. Let's get rid of all this. Oh, there's pigs. We got pigs. Sweet. Mob drops. Mob drops. Mob drops. Mob drops. Mob drops. We have bad police. You'll never take me alive, copper. That can go away. That can go away. Yep. You'll never take me alive, copper. Okay, I'm not ready to use those yet, so those can go back in there. Mystical agriculture stuff. I don't have a spot for that yet. We'll put that there. Okay, squirrel moment. What was I doing? Baby back ribs on the menu tonight? Yes. Perhaps. Perhaps. We can get rid of that. We don't need that no more. We'll keep cobblestone in our inventory just to be on the safe side. And then we got this, and then we got that, and we got this thing, and we got netherrack. How much netherrack have we made over here so far? Yes. Sifting netherrack. Yes. Well, we're gonna. You don't sift the netherrack, do you? You gotta. Yeah, you don't sift it. You gotta hammer it first. But I'm gonna compress it, so I need. I don't need grass seeds right now, so you can just go in there. Make dirt for me. I need many. I need 3 more stacks because I want to compress it to get a lot of crushed netherrack, and then we'll just sift it all. What are we doing on time? Oh man, we're almost done for the day. That's unfortunate. Cool parts. Yay, we're in the cool parts. Oh, we got energy cube. Cool. Nice. Saplings, sure. Oh, look at all this crap. Look at all this stuff we got. Blackstone, nice. Skystone dust, nice. Hoppers, we got more iron, sweet. Mystical agriculture, we got inferium seeds. We can start inferium stuff. I think that's it for this one, yeah? Yep. Basic power. Energy cube, nice. Steel casings, okay. Cool. Building tips. I got a block of redstone. That's cool. Got lots of stuff. I got lots of stuff here. We need a backpack. We don't have leather yet. Can I make leather out of... Can I make leather? I think I can make leather. Pigs. All right. So we're going to get rid of... this redstone. So we're going to get rid of you. Steel casings, block of lapis. I guess we'll put the block of lapis there. We'll put, oh, can't really put that there, can I? Can't really put that there, can I? I can do this though. There we go. That'll make storing it a little bit nicer. And then we also have a block of quartz. Ooh. Hello? Oh, I have a prescription ready at the pharmacy. Okay, we can put this iron away. We've got blackstone. I don't have a place for blackstone yet, so I'm just going to put that in here. We've got Sky stone stuff. That was here. Okay. Yeah, zombie flesh. Can zombie flesh be turned into leather? Just look up leather. Think I had a prescription ready last month too? It may be. It's possible. Oh, no, it's not ready. It's temporarily out of stock. Okay, you've known that I needed this for a week now. Why didn't you order it so that it would be ready? I need it before Tuesday, so... Modern medical system at its finest. Anyway, let's not get distracted by this stuff. We need to do netherrack stuff. We need netherrack stuff. Yeah. All right, so 1, 2, 3. Cool. Compressed netherrack. Yes, please. Mm-hmm. Okay. You are... I'll use you. I'll use this one. Crush netherrack. Let's get all the goodies. So what kind of stuff are we getting here? Oh, nice. Nylium spores, crimson spores, blaze powder. Nice. Yes, I do need a hopper system. Maybe we do that next. Yes, I think auto sifting is going to be a high priority. 100%. I think auto sifting is going to be a high priority. Because I don't want to stand here and do this all day. You know? Right now we're just losing pebbles. But, yeah. Quartz. We've got quartz, baby. Yep, we got quartz. We're going to make it daytime. There's a skeleton in there. We should go kill that guy. Okay. Let's see here. We've got basalt pebbles. So I should probably turn all of this basalt, all these basalt pebbles into basalt, all of this blackstone into blackstone. I should do all that. Let's go get rid of all other stuff that I've got. So we've got gunpowder and blaze powder. That's cool. We got nether quartz. Nether quartz can go there, I suppose. We'll put that stuff in there. That's probably fine. Oh, and also those can go in there. Oh, and magma creams, those are mob drops. Okay, quartz. Where do I want to put quartz? Right there. Okay. Basalt pebbles, basalt pebbles, basalt pebbles, basalt pebbles. Okay. Blackstone. Nope. Blackstone. 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 Basalt, basalt. There's so much pebbles here. Like, honestly, a hopper of, like, some kind of auto pickup stuff is... Shift K. Okay. Oh, are you kidding me? Oh, that's fantastic. What exactly does Shift K do? That's fantastic. I love that. So is that like just a auto put it in my thing and craft it kind of a thing? Because that's amazing. I love it. Shift K. Shift K. Okay. That's perfect. Craft all, huh? Okay. All right, so we can put that away, 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 that away. Okay. Okay. We got some pebbles here we can get rid of. Only works if you're in a crafting bench, doesn't it? Nice. Let's do that. Let's get rid of all of this stuff. Stone pebbles. Glowstone dust. That should go over here too someplace. We'll put the glowstone dust here. All right, so Shift K. Nope. Shift K. Shift K. Shift K. K. All right. Let's get rid of that. Guess we can put that up there. We can put that up there. We can put that up there. Okay. Nice. All right. What rewards did we get? The cool parts. Oops. Automating. So we did that, we did that, we did that, and we also got andesite. Nice. So we get oak drawer and andesite. Cool. I'll take it. Basic storage drawers. Sure. Nice. Now we can collect that reward. Get this. We can collect that reward. Nice. This is fantastic. Basic armor. Netherite. Cool. Tips and tricks. Storage drawers. Sure. Ooh. Pipe upgrades. Nice. All right, is that it? Nope. Create mod. Logistics. Andesite. Cool. Copper. Cool. You never take me alive, copper. Oops. All right, I think that's all the quest rewards. And it's 11 o'clock. So, what did we accomplish today? What did we accomplish today? We'll put that there. I don't know what we're going to put in it yet, but we'll put that there. We got netherrack. We got witch water. We got passive mobs. Is there any hostile mobs back there to kill? No. Let's go make some pork. Let's go get some pork. I like pork. Oh, hi. Oh, we'll have to fix that. Anyway, we have pork now. Oh, you killed the chat bot? I didn't even see him pop up. Nice. Congratulations. And thank you very kindly. Thank you for your support. All right, so we got 4 pork chops. We'll just cook those up real quick. Next week, more of the same. You're that fast. Yeah, I didn't even see it pop up. So, congratulations and thank you. Next week, more of the same. More progress in the All the Mods 10 world. But this was fun today. I had a good time. Hope you guys did as well. With that being said, thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. I do appreciate it very much. If you like the stream, you know what to do. Hit the follow button. Get notified every time we go live, which is every Saturday, 9 a.m. right here, twitch.tv/RB_plays. Also, youtube.com/RB_plays. The VOD for this will be live over on YouTube Monday. So if you missed any of the beginning pre-stream stuff and you want to check that out, then you can absolutely do that starting on Monday. I don't know why, but like I have it set for public streams and then it gets unlisted for Sunday and then it can set it up to be live again on Monday over on YouTube. But every once in a while, YouTube just says, "Oh, that's supposed to be unlisted." No, it's not. It's not how I got it set up. Nothing. You don't see anything new pop up and don't see things popping up in chat, so there's nothing new there. There's some truth to that. I do miss a lot of things. But thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. I do appreciate it very much. I love you all to pieces. We will come back. We will do this again next Saturday. You are all invited. But until then, Do something nice for somebody. Be good to each other. That's my Skiz impersonation. And we'll catch you next time. Bye, everybody. Have a great week.